Okay, foam rolling shins. So we started off, we've got a 4 and a 3-inch roller because we found that it's right now, it's a little bit nicer when we're up higher. The shins kind of go at a forward incline. So we've got this. You could start off with 2 level ones, or you could start off with just 1, right? So we needed to bring in 2 to make it so we were not in pain. We wanted, especially when we're, sometimes it's more comfortable when a person's lower or up higher. So one thing to take note of is where your hip weight is. So when the hip weight is down and back and not directly over the foam roller, that'll probably make it a little bit easier on the spot where your weight is on the foam rollers. Go ahead and pop up high, Anna Maria, thanks. So now here the weight is right over the foam rollers, and that's more likely going to make it more uncomfortable. Now there's an aspect about how comfortable you might be around the knees. When you're up higher, you're making it easier on the tissue around the knee, so your knee itself might feel more comfortable here. When you drop back, it tightens around the quads to the knees, right? And because this foam roller is sitting on your subpatella knee tendon, right? So that it's going to tighten help tighten everything around the kneecap. So there's different positions you might be comfortable, uncomfortable for different reasons. So we're always looking to make it only a moderate sensation of uncomfortableness wherein you can manage to relax. And if you cannot answer yes to both of those, then you modify things. So initially we're just sitting here and we are sitting straight forward. We're coming around here to the front. Let's move this roller out of the way. Pop up a little bit higher, Anna Maria. So we are just gonna go straight down the shins. Let's get my finger in, boom. So we're just going straight down the top, and then let's go ahead and show kind of like tilting off to one side a little bit. We'll just shift the hips over, and then that's gonna put more weight onto the meatier part of one of the shins, okay? And so you're gonna wanna work top to bottom, and then come back to the top and shift over, and then work your way back down. And then we can do that, or we can just, as you're going top to bottom, you're gonna shift left to right, okay? Good. Now let's show them a little bit of the twisting motion, right? So we're gonna twist back and forth, and we don't have to do this fast. We do not want you to do this fast. If you can tolerate it, go ahead. But this is, think of cross friction. So you're moving and you're trying to help break up the adhesions between the skin and the fascia and the muscle. There's many layers, and it doesn't matter whether it's a place like this where there's not a lot of tissue compared to a person's hip, or it is the hip. So there's a lot of different layers, and cross friction can be very helpful. Let's do active mobility. So that's just where we're really going to be moving a joint, right? Moving up and down, the knee's not going to really affect this. It's this one we really have to be moving the ankles, moving the feet at the ankles. And we only move as much as it complements the tissue release. You don't move around so much or so fast that it complicates the situation and makes it seriously uncomfortable.